now, Stephen, one for you, and it relates to Tottenham. Of course, their senior team went through to the last 16 this evening. Their under-19s beat Barcelona by 2-0 earlier on today in the UEFA Youth League, and Troy Parrott scored. And Stephen, this is a message from Matt Hurley. He says Troy scored again for Spurs tonight. Do you think it's time to call him up to the senior Irish squad for experience like Obafemi, for example?
I think slight difference. He's 16, so he's very, very young, and I think you need to play some sort of senior football if you're going to get an international call-up. Obviously, Obafemi had been in the squad for Southampton and come off the bench a few times, but listen, Troy is making such inroads there. He's playing fantastic football. He's playing 3 years above his age in the 19th tournament, so he's doing really well. And you know, we want to encourage him to progress. You don't want to throw him into at the deep end too early either. You want to let him kind of come on and find his feet. And if he can get into the first team at Tottenham, which he's been, I suppose, enjoying a bit of a spell training with them and training the new camp, and that's going to encourage him. You know, to put him into the senior Irish team now and you haven't played a senior game at any level, that's going to be difficult for him. But I think he's definitely one for the future and someone we can be looking to, you know, encourage and build on.
Yeah, there is. I think Pochettino has been talking, Liam, positively about him. He trained with the senior squad at the new camp last night, and he's been around the first team squad at Tottenham. And that's something that Pochettino seems to do very well, to integrate the youngsters in. Yeah,
Tottenham have done really well with their homegrown players. And Parrott, I've heard he's a really strong boy. He's really quick. He's powerful. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't think it would do him any harm for Mick to have him in and around the squad, and at least train with the players, and so Mick can see whether he can operate at the level of the players we have. But I must say, Obafemi, I watched him play against Manchester United a couple of weeks ago, and I thought he did really well. He was sharp, strong, quick. Maybe you know, these two kids coming along can do something for the team, because we desperately need a strike force, don't we?
I think the difference with Troy is we don't need to tie him down, if you know what I mean. He's a Belleville boy, homegrown lad, so it's a bit different. You know, the other lads, we're trying to make sure they stay for Ireland, which is, I think that's a factor when it comes to some players.
There's lots of players who've played for their country at 17.
Yeah, no, of course,
So,
I think he's 17 in February.
I think Robbie Keane was 17.
Yeah, and actually I think I saw somebody earlier on saying the movement, the goal from the UEFA Youth League you can see online, on Twitter and various places, on the UEFA website also, but I've seen people say, oh, Robbie Keane would have been proud of that kind of movement. So those comparisons, Didi, are starting already, helpful or unhelpful, but he's a great talent, this young lad. Yeah,
he certainly is. Comparisons, you know, if you look what Robbie's done for Ireland and in the Premier League, then they're probably not too helpful. You know, I'd rather take it easy. If Mick wants him around and train with him, give him some experience, good. But I think you've got to take it easy, because if you were to play, and the worst thing will probably, if he plays his first game, scores a couple of goals, and everybody says, well, here's a new saviour. So I think the longer you keep him away from the first team in a way, and let him build and let him improve, let him progress, the better. Liam doesn't agree.
No. If you're good enough, you're old enough.
There you go, yes, absolutely. OK, yeah, good sentiments. All right.